Okay, now we're going to do a student activity import. Activities are the classes normally that you're going to have the student signing into. So whatever activities the students are going to sign into, when they sign into AccuTrack, that's what you're going to put into your activities. To do this, you're going to once again sign into AccuTrack. And then go down to the menu to database. Make sure that if you're on a newer version, you click expanded view. And then go to database and import. So I'm going to go to import. And then I'm going to select target table activities. Now if you're doing all three of these student activities and registration, please do them in order: student, then activities, then registration, because if you try to upload registration before the students or activities are in there, it's not going to have anything to register. Okay, so we already did students. Now we're going to go to activities. I'm going to click the little browse button and browse to find the file. Remember to change your files of type to all files if your file's not showing. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. And then I'm going to click on my student registration file, which is the one that has my activities in it. And I'm going to say next. This will take me to the field screen that shows me the fields in my import file. So each column needs to have a line between each piece of data, and I do have that. Remember, if you don't have it, you can click around and try to make it look right. But it does need to have that before you go forward. Okay, once you say next, down at the bottom of the screen, it's going to take you to the field mapping screen. I'm going to clear my old mappings, and then I'm just going to remap this. So column 1 is my category. That's the category in AccuTrack that I'm loading all these classes into. Normally, you're going to, on the sign-in screen, you're going to have a category you click on, and then all the activities under that category show up. So I want tutoring to be that category. The name of my activity is column 4. I'm going to put that into activity. Now, column 3 always comes out on the sign-in screen. Mine is column 3. That is my my course registration number, or it could be your section number. But whatever that you map here will also be what you map in your registration screen. You don't have to map identification, but if you do, just make sure you map it exactly the same way when you upload registration so that it will match, because AccuTrack ties these two fields together. And on the sign-in screen, whatever you put in identification will come out in front of activity. So in other words, it'll say Chem-Analytical Chemistry on the student sign-in screen. And you usually want or you usually want whatever you put into activity to be something that makes sense to the student. When they read it, analytical chemistry is going to make sense. So, but go ahead and map that, and then if you have any other things to map, like the instructor, like right here I could map the instructor first and last name, but as you can see, I have my instructors, I didn't split the fields, and so if I try to map this right now, I would have, put everything into one field, and I don't really want to do that. I can go back and upload this again later, so I would like to fix that before I do it. So I'm going to go ahead and just import this part right now. I can come back and add the instructor email and name and stuff later. So I'm going to say next. And then it's going to tell me if there are any duplicates on the sheet. Because I'm doing an activity import and not a registration import right now, it's just expecting the activities. It's not expecting the duplicates. So they're in pink. And I have a bunch of them on here because I'm using this for registration too, which is fine. It will only import one of each. It won't import the duplicate. So I'm going to say finish. And then what it's going to do, it's going to import. And so it successfully imported 15 activities. 477 were duplicates. And then once again, if I want to automate this import, I can click Schedules Automated Import and say, every day, every month if I want, between these hours and these hours, go grab the file and import it. And of course, if I do that, I will have to have a file out there on the hard drive, named the same thing, laid out the same way. So as long as my student information system is spitting it out there, AccuTrack will grab it and import it. And I'm just going to say OK, and I'm going to go up to my activities under Student Setup Activities, and I should have a category in there called Tutoring, which I do. And there are my activities that I imported. And then these are categories that I already had in there from before. I hadn't cleaned those out. So here they are, and basically I can add more there if I want. I can add to them. But that's it for the activity import. Thank you.